It is an honor for me to welcome everybody here to this Law Enforcement Summit. And first and foremost, I want to thank each of you for the work that you do on a day-to-day basis being on the front lines. And you are the ones that's upholding the law and the rule of law. And let me say on behalf of my colleagues in Washington and the other congressional delegations in the state of Alabama, thank you for your commitment and sacrifice. It does not go unnoticed. And it's great to have so many from the law enforcement community here with us. And as I say, we have people here across the state. From the 4th Congressional District actually borders 3 states, from Tennessee line over to Mississippi line, and then swings over to Georgia. So we have quite a few that are counties that are with us today. I also want to give a special shout out to the probate judge here in Tuscaloosa County, Rob Robertson, and also Sheriff Ron Abernathy for helping us host this event. Without their help, it would be almost impossible for us to pull this off. So their leadership has been very helpful. And let me just say the summit here today, or this program that we're going to have here today, it's about collaboration, it's about problem solving, and it's about ensuring that you have the resources that you need to do your job and to do your job effectively. Law enforcement officers in our communities, I realize, face a lot of challenges these days. The issues that you face are not just local concerns. They have national implications, which is why today's meetings and today's program, I think, is so vital. And we're fortunate to have representatives from the local, state, and federal agency here today to share a little bit about their insight and their expertise. The goal of this summit is to foster strong relationships between all the levels of law enforcement so that we can work together more effectively and also to address the critical issues that we face. Today, we will hear about strategies to combat growing drug prices, innovative tools and technology that can enhance policing efforts, and opportunities to secure funding to better equip our officers. Illegal immigration and drug trafficking are 2 of the most pressing issues that we hear about, and we know that affects law enforcement agencies like yourself. Every area of our district and the nation is impacted by these 2 things. And we have some areas up in the Franklin County area, like Russellville, Aderholt, Washington County, DeKalb County area, the Kilpatrick community. They've got some even bigger impact in those areas. The strain on local resources on law enforcement and public safety is very evident in these areas. And we want to ensure that our officers are fully equipped to handle these strategies and to go about with these challenges. As you all know, these challenges often go hand in hand with increased crime, human trafficking, and devastating effects on families and our communities. Let me say I'm especially excited that we have the Trump administration back in the White House, which means that we can have an administration that puts a priority on law enforcement, also border security, and also on the rule of law. With strong leadership at the federal level, we can begin tackling many of the issues that have plagued our communities. Congress and the administration are working together to implement policies that support law enforcement, combat crime, and ensure the safety of the American people. In addition, advances in law enforcement technology presents both opportunities but also challenges. New equipment and investigative tools can help improve officer safety and efficiency, but they require training, they require, of course, funding and policy adjustments. To ensure that our agencies have access to these resources is a top priority. And today I look forward to hearing from some of the experts that will guide us in some of our best practices. Funding remains a key issue, as I mentioned. And I understand the constraints that many of you face securing financial support necessary to meet the needs of your particular department. Let me say I'm committed to advocating for policies, but not only policies, but also for funding to help make your job easier and so that we can put a priority on the job that you do. At the same time, we must acknowledge another pressing concern, and that's the rising violence against law enforcement officers. Across the country, we have seen this at alarming rates over the last few years, and quite honestly, very unacceptable. No officer should have to leave home wondering if they're going to come back that evening and return safely to their families. And we must do everything we can in our power to support and protect our officers, ensure they have the tools, resources, and the legal protection necessary to do their job. So please know that I'm honored to serve all of you in Congress. It's my privilege to represent the 4th Congressional District and represent you as our law enforcement personnel. Your voices matter to us, and everyone on my staff. We want to be receptive in every way we can and try to answer your needs. I hope that each of you will take up time today to engage in these discussions, share experiences, and build relationships with fellow officers and officials. This summit is not just about identifying challenges. It's about finding real solutions and strengthening the partnerships that will help us protect and also serve our communities. So thank you for being here. I look forward to a productive and to meaningful discussions today. May God bless each of you, and may He watch over those who wear the badge and serve with honor. So again, it's great to have you here. Thanks so much. I am going to, Craig, we're going to get right into it, and we'll go ahead and start with our first speaker now, and I'll go ahead and make that introduction. As I said earlier, we're privileged to have with us some distinguished leaders who fall under the umbrella of the Department of Justice, and these individuals bring a wealth of experience in enforcement policy and federal support programs that impact our community. First, I would like to recognize Stephen Hopper, the Special Agent in charge of the New Orleans Division, who oversees the DEA operations across multiple states, ensuring that law enforcement efforts remain strong and effective. So, Stephen Hopper, if you would come up.